everybody. Peace, 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 peace. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Fashion Week in Paris. I welcome Debbie, Rich Mitch, Sherry, Andrea Myers, Lucy M. Hi everybody. Listen, tis the season. This is the first live stream of October, so obviously October is the month of Halloween. So, we're gonna go towards Halloween, and I am wearing a Chucky shirt today. Believe it or not, yeah, the good guys. There you go. Hi, Jackie. Hi, El Boogie. So, there you go. Good guys, right? I got my Chucky shirt on, and of course, Chucky is back again. He is here. Dude, your hairdo. So he's dressed as a little pumpkin because it's Halloween, and Chucky is very much girl. Chucky is ready for Halloween with me, and I'm wearing his shirt. Hi, Rhea. How's it going? Hi, Maldal. Hi, Kev. So, Chucky, we're going to be reviewing Chanel. We're going to be reviewing Celine together, and we're going to speculate about what's going to happen with both of them. I mean, we already know what's happening with Celine. I mean, with Chanel, kind of, we also already know what's happening. But they do have new fashion shows out that have just premiered a couple of hours ago or a couple of days ago. So we're going to review those and kind of try to figure stuff out. Share some intel that I've gotten from my dear fellow followers, subscribers, friends that work in the industry that kind of a little bit behind the scenes know what will go, will go. Hi, Teresa McGuire. How's it going, sweetie? So, as I said earlier, it is Fashion Week, so we are rushing. We got to get stuff done. We got to go to the shows. We got to rush from one event to the next. And Chucky's invited to all the special galas. Thank you, thank you. And also, his show has been canceled. Unfortunately, Chucky Season 4 is not going to happen. But nevertheless, he is a star. And he's a good guy, unlike all the other people out there who are terrible. He's a good guy, and he's going to be invited to the shows, okay? And he's going to write his column, and he's going to butcher the fashion shows. He's going to review them only the way he knows how, with a lot of passion and blood. There you go. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. Chucky, you can sit down here on your own chair. He has his own chair here in the bunker. There you go. He is contemplating whether or not he's going to stab me or not. Let's hope he doesn't. So there you go. That's what we do. Sherry, how's it going? He's adorable. Yeah, he's a cutie. Chucky knows what will go. We'll go. Thumb up the live stream, guys. Thank you so much for everybody who has already come here. Thank you for subscribing. We have just last week reached 70,000 subscribers. I could not be happier. Thank you guys so much for supporting the Fashion Bunker, helping out, being here. So if everybody who's watching now and is subscribed, of course, if you are subscribed, you can chat in the live chats. That's the cool thing, right? But if you're not subscribed, you can't chat. So, but a lot of you are watching but are not subscribed. But it does really help the channel out tremendously if you do subscribe. So please do subscribe. Throw a hoe a bone. Subscribe. Thank you. Okay. Oh, that's that. Hi, V-Sense. Hi, Von V. Yay, 70K, congrats. Thank you so much. Kev says, unleash Chucky on the Baconator and Bruno. I know, right, Kev? I mean, it's about time.
Bring home the bacon.
Thank you. Lucy M says, Dacob, your last video about Chanel losing its spark was spot on. Thank you so much, Lucy. And just for everybody watching, hi, Didi. Just for everybody watching, just to let you guys know, you might be experiencing something in the Fashion Bunker lately. You might be the type of person that likes to purchase things. You might be the type of person who's used to consuming a lot. You might even be addicted to consuming goods and making that consumption make you feel good. It gives you a little bit of a thrill, a little bit of a kick. Hi, Corey. Hi, Brogstar. Hi, Sylvia. And there's nothing wrong with that, you guys. I'm not saying, hey, you're in the wrong. No, but I am trying to change that around. And I'm trying to also analyze in a very sober way what is happening with the fashion industry. So some of you might be a little bit discombobulated watching me thinking, why am I not excited anymore? Why don't I want to buy 1,000 Chanel bags anymore? Why don't I want to buy 1,000 Gucci bags? Why don't I want to buy... It's not that I don't like to purchase these things anymore. I'm just being very, very, very awake, realizing that their quality does not meet their prices. So I am here to analyze that. Okay. So if you watch my videos from 2016, when the quality versus price versus availability was still in kind of in those levels, we're talking for high-end luxury here brands, was still in those levels where I could personally justify it for myself. Now they're no longer it's not justifiable anymore. So just because I do not appear to be super, yay, excited about unboxing a new bag every day. And oh my God, this is so amazing. Why don't you spend $10,000 every week on a bag? It's fine. Go into debt. It's going to be okay. No, you're not going to see me say that. You're not going to see me do that. That doesn't mean that I don't keep enjoying all the wonderful products that I've purchased throughout the years and the decades prior. I still enjoy my wonderful. What just happened? Did we just go black? Okay. That doesn't mean that I don't enjoy all these wonderful things that I already own. And that doesn't mean that I'm less enthusiastic about the heritage of these brands. I'm very enthusiastic about the heritage of these brands. I'm very enthusiastic about the history of these brands. I still love to read the biographies. I love to read books on the development and the history of the brands, like when they started, how they grew, who took over at a certain point, why did they have to sell the brand, did they go bankrupt, why? Pardon me, did the family take over? Did the children of the ex-owner of the brand take over? Are they also designers? Are there any scandals involved? Did some designers maybe ruin their heritage and ruin their brands because of some faux pas that they made, some, choices that they made that were maybe wrong. Maybe those choices were political. Maybe they were economical. Maybe they were moral. Sometimes it went really great. Sometimes it didn't. Corey, my emails are open if you wish to spill some tea. Um, Corey says, I watched the Chanel show sitting next to someone who worked on it. It was hilarious. Well, I have something to say about that, but email is open if you wish to spill some tea, obviously, as always. Hi, Pam McNeil. Glad you caught alive. Hi, Anastasia. Jacob Scott, clocking in for tea time. Yeah, you best believe. Hi, Kudo. Hi, Cinnamon Roll. And hi, Music Girl. Hi, everybody. So nice to see everybody. Hi, Taco Dark Lighter, Jedite 7. How's it going, everybody? Okay. So anyway, hi Gloria, how's it going, Gloria Latinos? Hi Linda. So I just want to say, don't get fooled. Just because I am a human being, on top of being the moderator of this show, it doesn't mean that I don't go through phases. Meaning, I evolve as well. So I can be excited about something from 10 years ago, but that product might have changed in a way that it is no longer exciting. That doesn't mean it won't be exciting again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But if my lack of excitement and if my pointing out that certain products are no longer good quality, in my opinion, if that strikes a nerve with you because you are on a shopping tangent, you are in an addiction cycle, and so hearing me speak the truth harms you in some way, well, that's on you. That's not my problem. Having said that, the excitement is still there, however, because otherwise I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, you guys. So just to be very clear, just to make it very clear, we go through ups and downs, just like the fashion cycles go through ups and downs. There are moments in fashion history where the brands are top-notch. You know, when they just strike the nerve of the time, when their collections just feel correct, they just feel like, oh, this is the right time for this collection. The quality seems to be perfect. The pricing is also okay. And then we get excited about things. But then there are other cycles in history where we cannot really be excited about things because not enough effort was put into these collections. Seems like they're prioritizing profit over creativity. So when this happens, and we are living in that time of history right now, this is happening right now. When that happens, we tone it down. Of course we do. Do I say we hibernate fully like bears and just sleep and forget about it until 10 years from now or whenever from now the brands wake up again and do good stuff? Do we have to hibernate? No, we don't. But we keep a close eye on what's going on. We evolve with the times as well. So, I would be less upset with me as a content creator if I were you watching, and I would be more upset with those shallow bimbos, superficial hoes making videos out there unboxing a new stupid item that they overspent on and making it look exciting. Because they're lying to you. They're lying to you. They either have millionaire husbands or they got shady businesses, dealing with selling houses, reselling houses, earning extra profit off of selling houses, ripping off other people, ripping off tenants in houses. Yeah. So with that money, those hoes go and buy the bags for tens of thousands of dollars and show them to you as if it were nothing. And they're super excited. Of course they're excited. They didn't have to work for them. I would be excited too if somebody threw at me, Chanel bags, Versace bags, Hermes bags on a daily basis, and I didn't have to even fart for it. So you be careful who you think on the internet, on social media, is doing content, is creating content, hyping up the shit we're seeing in the fashion world right now, because those are the people you should be scared of. Those are the sociopaths that you should be scared of. And if you like their content, you might be that person that fell victim to this system. But that's on you. Don't turn your back on me and backstab me, though, because that ain't gonna fly. Now, hi, everybody. Let's get to the tips. And there you go. Terry, my love. How's it going? How's it going, sweetie?
Teresa McGuire donated $50. Looking forward to a great stream. I
Terry's
need to be
moving
cheered up with all
into
the
the
pain I've been
bunker.
going through.
The fashion bunker, the fashion bunker, the fashion bunker, the spooky bunker, the spooky bunker. Terry's moving in the bunker. So, Terry, you got your Villetta. And today, Terry's gonna get a bat. Ooh, cute little bat. Spooky time in the bunker. Oh, fabulous. Hold on, let me just cut it down to size for you. Ah, Terry with the bat. There you go. Oh, thank you, Rich Mitch. How's it going? Rich Mitch says, fantastic vibrato. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Terry just moved in. Who wants to join Terry in the spooky fashion bunker mansion? We're going to do the mansion only until the end of Halloween and then it's gone. So just letting you know. Speaking of, Rich Mitch, you're moving in next to Terry.
Rich Mitch donated $6. Dacob wielding a large bone past midnight.
Rich Mitch, listen. Rich, we got those hard bones all day long, honey. Don't you worry. I got you, Rich. I got you covered. We got the hard bones. Several hours a day. All day long, if necessary. Rich Mitch is joining the fashion bunker. Hold on, let me add Rich Mitch. Oh my God, Rich. Rich Mitch. He got. You guys. Okay, wait. Surprise, surprise. Guess what creature Rich Mitch got to move in with? What spooky creature? Rich Mitch moved in with a haunted rubber ducky. It's the rubber ducky is as black as his soul, as his spooky, spooky Halloween soul. Terry and Rich Mitch, baby, we got a bat and a rubber duck in the mansion. Now I'm saying, whoever wishes to join this rowdy bunch, you can tip your host here or the link at the top of the chats. So I'm just saying, be weary, people. Be weary. Don't like think that the enthusiasm that people show you online, and I get it. We're all working hard. We're all working overtime. Some people work in offices, some people work in entertainment industries, some people work in the supermarket, some people are sales associates, some people are working in the hospital. Like, we're all working and we get home tired. And then when we get home, we want to unwind. So obviously, the last thing on our minds is to turn on YouTube and watch somebody rant about some complicated shit, like the commerce of fashion, like what I do. Like, I get it. I do offer, however, also lighthearted entertainment. If you go on Totally Dacob, you can just watch me browsing through little Halloween vlogs and shops and what have you. You can go to my perfume channel to hear me talk about perfumes. But right now, the main channel is focused on the situation at hand, which is fashion is in trouble. Fashion is in trouble. So I don't understand why we have to lie to ourselves and act like everything is okay while the roof on top of our heads is burning. So I think it's a sobering attitude to actually share intel and information with my viewers and be honest about it. I'm not saying that it's the end of everything. I mean, better times are coming, hopefully. And we're here for the good times. We're here, we're waiting. We're waiting for the good times. Let them come. I can't wait for the good times to come back. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first to say, yay. Yay. I'm the first one when I see a great new collection. I'm like, oh my God, you guys, there's still hope. This is amazing. I'm the first one to do it. I'm not a party pooper. But, but, you know, when the cards are all laid flat on the table and you realize, ooh, we've been dealt a really, really bad set of cards, a really bad hand, well, then we realize it. We call a spade a spade. Oh, Corey says, oh, Corey, yes. Okay, okay, gotcha. Well, let me review. Let's watch the show first, Corey, and then we'll see what we can do. Noah says, good times coming pending November 5th. Wait, Noah, what happens November 5th? What happens November 5th? We are not party poopers. We are just goers. Exactly, Hello Barbara Rank. Exactly. Oh, the elections. Yeah, well, okay, that November 5th. Yeah, yeah, I'm kind of less and less excited about that the more time passes because I feel the feeling nothing is going to change. But anyway, Bonfire Night in UK, November 5th. Well, way to go, Rich Mitch. Enjoy that bonfire. Now, I would like to first, Monarch's birthday is on November 5th. Okay, that's a special day. Hi, Marina. Glad you made it. I would like to review the Celine show first, you guys. And I want to do that because, just chronologically speaking, their show premiered before the Chanel show. So let's like view them chronologically. But also, it's important to view them chronologically because of some intel that I have to share with you that happened chronologically. So as the intel trickled down to me, it trickled down chronologically. After the Celine show, before the Chanel show, and then more after the Chanel show. And we're going to get to all of that little juicy intel. Thumb up the live stream. And let me show you the merch, however. We got some Halloween merch going on, also available less than a month now. October has already started. And don't forget that the next live stream, the next weekend, the live stream is open to Tier 1 and Tier 2 members, as well as Tier 1 and Tier 2 patrons for the pre-show. Because on the Saturday or Sunday, depending on when we live stream on the weekend, there are two live streams, right? One live stream exclusive to members and patrons, and one open to the whole world. So, and every first weekend live stream of the month is open to all tiers of members and patrons. Every other weekend exclusive live stream is exclusive to tier 2 members and patrons. But this upcoming weekend live stream is open to all tiers. So bear that in mind as well. It's a good time to join the Fashion Bunker and see what it's all about when we live stream in the green room and can talk about stuff that also in ways and in a language that we cannot really use on the main channel because YouTube has quite a few restrictions, as we all know. And it's not getting any better, trust you me. They've just kind of, what did they do? They just rolled out a new uh, like a list of who they're partnering with, and there's like one brand that they're partnering with, which I was like really shocked. I'm not even going to mention it because it's just so sad. So, but anyway, they're selling out, in my opinion, really bad. Here I go with Jen. Welcome to Tier 1, sweetie. Linda says, Dacob, I love my Bugo Bugo shirt. It is so cute. Aw, thank you so much, Linda. I'm so glad you love it. Let me see what I can show you now. I have some new pictures to share with you. Hmm. Okay, so let me show you. So this is yours truly, just a couple of days ago in the bunker, okay? Wearing the Bugo Bugo t-shirt. It was a very hot day, and this is yours, as Elvira would say, yours cruelly. Dacob wearing the Bugo Bugo t-shirt, ut and a boot in the bunker. That's how it looks like worn. So you guys get a better idea of how the t-shirt looks like when you're wearing it. This is ordered from Amazon, this particular one, and I did buy it really oversized, triple extra large, because I really like the shoulders to hang very low. And then what I do is I roll up the sleeves on both sides, so it gives a little bit more oomph. It kind of plumps it up towards the upside, and then it's relatively low. It ends like right about here, but then you can kind of lift it up a little bit. You can tuck it into the pocket if you want. So that's how the Bugo Bugo t-shirt looks worn. I ordered mine from Amazon because I needed my sample to arrive like really, really soon to present it to you guys, because it takes a little bit longer if you order it from Teespring. Terry says, I got my merch, buyer beware, but hubby never got his, so I ordered one from Amazon and trying to find out with storing what happened with order. Love my shirt. Oh, Terry, send me an email with your order details. I'll take care of it. Terry, send me an email to superdacob@gmail.com with your order details, and I'll take care of it. Yeah. And yeah, just do that. I'll take care of it. And yeah, the Bugo Bugo ghost is super cute. And of course, it's Bugo Bugo, but Bubbles dressed up as a ghost, and now it's Bugo Bugo. So, and here's me in front of a pumpkin patch. Wearing the same t-shirt, chilling, a little bit of greenery is there, pumpkin is there, and I'm just like, yeah, we'll going as a Bugo going as I'm waiting to actually hop on a roller coaster ride. So this was right before the roller coaster ride, and then the other picture was after the roller. So there you go. So then the next picture, we have a model in the house as well. Patrick decided to also help out. Patrick, the co-producer and co-director of the Vivienne Westwood movie with yours truly, Art Lovers Unite. Patrick got his merch as well. He's wearing the Luxury Sucks t-shirt, posing for us. Thank you so much, Patrick, for you know, for being our top model today. And this is the luxury t-shirt. What I really like is that the print comes very, very close to the neckline. So, a lot of prints on t-shirts, when a print is not done well, and that's when the print is very low. So like when the print like is like here somewhere, and then you got all of this space empty, printless. What I like is to push the print as far up as possible to the neckline. Okay, it's just a better aesthetic in my opinion that way. So it was work to get that just right, to be as high as possible. And so this is the Luxury Sucks t-shirt. There you go. And Francesca says, you both look fabulous. Thank you. T-Pal says, Patrick is so handsome. Thank you. And Noah, Noah's asking if Patrick is a top two. I don't know how that has anything to do with the t-shirts, But okay. Because handsome, says Noah. There you go. He looks like a supermodel, says Linda. Well, there you go. Thank you, Patrick, so much. And that was the Luxury Sucks t-shirt. Now, there are other two designs. One is Fry Me to the Moon, and the other one is Beware of the Price Increase, which the sirens are singing that song, right? Because the sirens are warning us. There it is. The price increase, the Beware price increase print. Luxury Sucks. Again, these prints on my www.superdacob.com website are available. Oh, Noah, thank you so much.
Noah Vasquez donated $6.66. Boo. Get your merch, your Doritos chip.
Thank you so much. Noah. Wait, hold on, Noah. Let me add you to the fashion bunker. So, like I said, we have a bunch of different like cuts on superdacob.com. The 4 prints are Luxury Sucks, Fry Me to the Moon, Bugo, and Beware Price Increase. But on the Superdacob website, superdacob.com, you can get the mugs, the pillows, the cropped tees, the hoodies, the crew necks, the long sleeve t-shirts, the short sleeve t-shirts, the female cut t-shirts, the male cut t-shirts, right? While on Amazon, it's a restricted, like more limited selection. You get the long sleeve, short sleeve, and hoodie. Okay. And not every Amazon all across the world has it. Noah, you're good. Noah says, at least I can do for that crude joke. Thanks, Dacob. You're welcome. Noah is moving in. Noah is moving in, and just to honor his top and bottom question, Noah is going to get Anonymous just got a classic crew neck t-shirt. Thank you so much. Noah is moving in right next to Terry, and Noah is contemplating whether to be top or bottom. And so Noah gets the spooky arrow up, arrow down. Gloria says, c'est moi. Gloria Rethino's got the Bugo t-shirt. Congratulations, Gloria, and thank you so much. So there you go. Noah, we don't know. Top or bottom? Terry with the bat, Rich Mitch with a rubber ducky. Move into the mansion if you wish to join the party. Noah can separate everybody. Be like, okay, top to the left, bottom to the right. Thank you. The tops to the left, bottoms to the right, and then we're all gonna converge at the rooftop at the end of the evening. You understand? Hi, Francesca. Hi, PJ Equine Lady or Equine. Equine. Blonde and chatty. How's it going? So that's the merch. I'm super excited about it. It's insane. It's insane how I gotta drink some tea. It's insane how quickly time flies, you guys. Hi, Andre. How's it going? Oh, Nighty Night from Brazil. Charlie has got the tissue hanging off me here. Little tea to lubricate the throat. Okay, now, time is flying super fast. I was so excited about the Halloween merch, and I'm like, oh no, it's already October, and like we're counting down, and it's like less than a month to go, and then it's over again, and then, oh well. Then it's time to start planning for next year's merch. But for now, let's enjoy this short amount of time that we have before Halloween, and like let's enjoy the spooky time, because it is a lot of fun, with all the bats, with all the Halloween. You see, this bat is also like being like so sad and devastated for the state of affairs in the fashion world. The bat is like, there you go. Grace Loves Fashion says, hey, Dacob, will you do the Halloween call-in? Possibly. We're working on it. I just don't know if I can technically do it this year. We're figuring stuff out, Grace. Francesca says, odd. I didn't type a comment. A ghost did, perhaps? Possibly, Francesca. Did you butt dial a comment? A live chat. Oh yeah, put. Francesca typed in put. Hi, Kanan's eyebrow. And of course, we got rats in the bunker as well.
I mean, of course, we're worried.
There you go. I don't know if my microphone caught that, but it was a squeaky rat. Hi, Miss B, how's it going? So let's jump into the Celine show, you guys. Now, the Celine fashion show is from Celine's YouTube channel. Okay, so it falls under fair use because we will be reviewing it. However, we changed the music. It's not the music from the show because that's copywritten. We have played our own music that is copyright free to use on YouTube. And also, I want to say everything I say in this live stream is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. Having said that, Heidi Slimane designed his, what we now know is the last collection for Celine because he announced he's leaving. Didn't announce he's leaving until they showed the show. Sylvia says Mahora is Jesus, right? Yes, that is right. Hi, Moonstruck. Hello, Bunker family. I just now tuned in. Hey, sweetie. Welcome to the show. So let's do this. Let's watch the Celine show and bear in mind that yes, there has been speculation that Heidi was going to leave Celine since months. We've been talking about it, right? We've been talking about it since months. However, we haven't really officially kind of received confirmation of any of that until now. And they've confirmed that he's leaving after the fashion show was over. Isn't that interesting? Let's watch the fashion show together and see what we can find. If we can find any clues about the future of Heidi Slimane and the future of Celine in their spring-summer 2025 Pret-à-Porter women's collection. So, of course, I think he's also going to do the male collection for 2025. But the big collection for Celine is the female collection. So, I mean, we're probably going to see some men in there as well. So... Okay, well, that was lovely. Men was shown already, right, Kev? There was a couple of months ago, right, that we had the men's collection. Yeah, so this is the last collection. Hold on, you guys. I'm having some hard drive issues. We're having hard drive issues here. So, as Kev says, men was shown already. So this is the last. Kev, is he going to do... You know how he started doing the little atelier pieces, like haute couture-ish pieces? Is he still going to do that? No, because technically haute couture already happened in June. I know Celine doesn't. I know Celine doesn't do technically haute couture, but they do a couple of those like made-to-measure pieces. If they did a presentation of that, they would have done that in June probably. So this is the last thing. This is the last show. Then I don't think there's anything left after this. Kev says, I think he's done. This was the last show. Okay. Yeah, trying to figure out why this is not working, you guys. Doesn't want to play it. Oh, Noah says 160 watching and only 1/3 have liked. Come on, y'all. I know. It's like pulling teeth. Thank you, Noah. Thumb up the live stream, you guys. Letty, how's it going? Hello, dear Dacob and Fashion Bunker fam. Michael Ryder is replacing Heidi at Celine as per business of fashion. Yes. And he was, and Michael comes from Polo, Ralph Lauren, right? Polo. The Polo designer is going to Celine. Okay, I have to restart the streaming software. You guys, I have to restart the streaming software because it's glitching. So it will be black for a few seconds. Don't get scared. I'll be back. I'll be right back. The screen will be black for a few seconds. The stream is not over. I just have to reboot the system. Okay? See you in just a couple of seconds. Don't worry. Okay, guys, we're back. This was an external hard drive issue. This was not the computer issue. And because the video was on the external hard drive, the external hard drive was glitching. We're back. Hi, everybody. Hi, Meowsers. Hi, Mahoram. Hi, Lady Bradface. Yeah, let's watch the Celine show. Like Kev said, this was the last thing. Oh my God, Ashglow Love.
Ashglow Love donated
thank you so
$200.
much.
We love you, Dacob. Keep up the good work.
Oh man, thank you so much. This means the world to me. Ashglow Love. We are moving in to the fashion. Ashglow Love. Let me give you the swimming pool penthouse. The swimming pool penthouse. And then I'm thinking we're going to add to Marina, if you have the black screen, refresh your live stream. Refresh it, and then it should be good again. Oh, she can't hear me. Can somebody write in the chats to Marina? Because she probably can't hear me either. Ashglow Love, so what am I going to do? I think I'm going to give you... Oh, since you have a huge spooky swimming pool, I'm going to give you like a piranha skeleton. How am I going to draw that? Let me try. I'll try, okay. Oh, it's giving piranha-esque-ish. It's giving piranha. Okay. Check this out. Ashglow Love in the bunker. Ooh, you got the swimming pool loft. The swimming pool loft, baby. Tanya, how's it going? I love the little spider by name. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Yes, those are special, like limited edition icons that are only available in the Halloween season. So all of the members, depending on how long you've been a member and which tier of a member you are, you get a special little icon next to your name. Ashglow Love says, love you, Dacob. Thank you, doll. Thank you so much, Ashglow Love. Very, very, very grateful for this. This is really, really generous. Thank you so much. And now you got the swimming pool, darling. You know what I mean? So entered with a thunderous roar. Yes, we did. You guys, are you ready? Oh, Gloria says I was going to ask a piranha skeleton. How? Well, it's a piranha skeleton right there. It's very little, but it's use your imagination, peeps. Okay. Let's review the Celine fashion show. Like Kev said, it's the last thing that Heidi is going to do for Celine. And after the show was done, they announced that he's leaving. Let's do it. With the Celine typewriter. Are they going to sell this typewriter? They probably are. Dear Diary, my name is Heidi Slimane, darling. I write you this letter, dear LVMH, to tell you that you can suck it, darling. I'm leaving. With this letter, I acquit myself, darling. Yes, darling, I have decided to abandon the post as artistic director of Celine. But before I go, I would like to show you some Chanel-inspired pieces. Can it get any more Chanel than this? Even the makeup is very Okay, he is definitely giving us... I mean, he's giving us Chanel. It's just so obvious. Look at this. This is Coco Chanel. the jacket, the tweed, the makeup. He's also referencing Virginie Viard. But Helen Barbara Rank says he's been auditioning through his collections for like 3 seasons now for Chanel. Yes, he has. Allegedly. Is he giving us a clue, says Letty? Well, by the end of this live stream, we might just get the answer to that question. So, little sweaterlet, the little baglet, little baglets, little sunglasses, let's. And then, I mean, some things are also not Chanel, But I want to say, if we think about it, of course we have the classic Heidi Slimane touch in everything because hyper skinny. He does not like anything that has an ounce of fat on it. He loves that rock and roll, heroin chic look. Whenever he can, go for it, he goes for it. And then here we have some 60s references. We have quite a few 60s references. A smidge of the 50s. We got that kitten heel, if you've noticed, in some of the shoes with that little kitten heel, which is, technically a 50s element that seeps into this. You see that kitten heel? That's 50s, but it seeps into the 60s as well, in some cases, because some people kept wearing the kitten heel in the 60s. And then we have the flower power moment as well. So we definitely have the 60s. This is very 60s, that kind of vinyl covered pied de poule wool tweed, houndstooth. Pied de poule is houndstooth in French. The hairdos are also referencing the 60s, mod, power. And interesting though, however, how he blends it into a futuristic approach, like for example, this particular look with the black leather jacket, it is 60s, but there's a flair in it that kind of gives us modern times, It's actually a really beautiful collection so far. It's very, very, very manneristic. It's self-referential and it's also self-celebratory in a way. So it's not like we're getting to see a lot of new evolution in fashion. No, what he's doing here, he's just trying to prove to us, I feel, that he can do classic women's wear. Oh, I love the combo. That's a nice pattern combo. The little leopard and then the little paillettes on top. This is Chanel. That whole sweater with the 30 different chains. I wonder how, also this, with the ruffled collar, I wonder how LVMH felt about him designing this collection. I feel like, if I were Bernard Arnault and I saw this as it's being created, I would have thought, wait, is he auditioning for Chanel here using my budget, using the LVMH budget to create his portfolio for Chanel? I don't know how I would have felt about that if I were the boss of Celine and seeing my designer backstab me like that. You know what I'm saying? But for us, mere mortals, to see this play out, it's fascinating. I like his sensibility and the sensitivity. It's a good audition, says Debbie. Yeah, I like his sensibility, the vibes. I like how he's like blending. Okay, he's done this in the past. This is not the first time, but it works very well for 2024. Like we have this, they're walking down this runway. There are no people watching. There's no audience. This is all pre-recorded. And then we kind of, from this runway, we blend into the gardens. And then we have these little bucolic moments of the ladies just living in a bubble in nature. And then they're back in this building with these rocks and stones. Very fascinating. Makeup is very simple, you know, it's very much what Chanel was trying to do with their makeup since quite a few seasons on the runways. But this one is cleaner. This one is much more successful. Also because the hairdos and the ponies really work very, very, like the fringe, the pony fringe. The fringes are working very well with this makeup with a little cat eye, black liner. Delicate, but also precise. Very youthful, very young. I mean, these mini skirts, mini dresses are so mini. Oh, they're even promoting the perfume. Nice. A French Summer says the name of that perfume. I don't know if it's a limited edition, only for the season, if it's only available in Paris. I don't know. That bag is very 50s. Not this one, the one prior. If he goes to Chanel, I won't be disappointed, says Grace. I mean, who knows? You know, very Brigitte Bardot, says Corey Emerson. Proof that he's a good designer, says Hello Barbara Rank, and a savvy business guy. That's the bag I meant. It looks like very 50s. This jacket is also classic 50s vibe. Now we're outside again. This is very Chanel. The bow. He's also referencing his tenure at YSL a little bit, you know, and we got the mod art again and op art as well with this particular geometric shape, but made out of feathers. Really, really nice. Very delicate too. And here he's showing Chanel. He can do flowers. He can do the embroidery. He can do all of that embroidery stuff and sequins attached by hand, which Chanel always loves to do for their haute couture so that they can charge more. The medallions hanging off of the bracelets and the necklaces. Classic Chanel. Oh, this is a beautiful piece. You know, a lot of these items, actually, these clothes look very much haute couture-esque for today's standards rather than prêt-à-porter. A lot of it, yeah, very bib. Kev says, oh, we got a bib. Bib alert. Bib alert. Yes, there's the bib. He's also showing us the bibs. I mean, you guys, this is a Chanel. This is literally him showing to the Wertheimers, look, I can do Chanel. And in fact, it's interesting to point out that for the first time since years, this year, the Celine fashion show was before the Chanel fashion show. They would show their collections after the Chanel fashion show. For some reason, they wanted to, or he wanted to show his collection for Celine before the Chanel show happened. Isn't that an interesting coincidence? Isn't that an interesting coincidence? And they pushed it through. He managed to get the show presented before the Chanel show. So before Chanel made any announcements, he got them to see his collection. But also, he started pushing for that Celine logo, that Trompe l'œil logo, you know, that looks like a double C, really, years ago. So it was years in the making, I feel, you know. Now, we did hear Bruno Pavlovsky talk about, this is very Chanel haute couture. It just is. Bruno Pavlovsky throwing shade at Heidi a couple of weeks ago in an interview saying, oh, the crystal falls off the chandelier. It's the end of an era. It's the end of an era. The crystals are falling off. And he left. Oh, wow. That's a symbolic ending, isn't it? All of the chandeliers falling. All of the chandeliers falling one by one, and then it all just bursts and we're over. And so Bruno Pavlovsky said, you guys remember we were talking about this in a live stream a couple of weeks ago. I read that interview or snippets from the interview, and he said, yeah, we're not going to give the tenure as artistic director of Chanel to a person who has a big inflated ego and only does everything the way they want it to be done. He was implying, allegedly, that they're not going to give the position to Heidi Slimane. But then again, Bruno also, just a week before or 2 weeks before Virginie Viard left, Bruno also said, oh, it's great with Virginie. Everything is fine. We're doing great. She's doing great. And then bam. So I wouldn't trust a word that comes out of that man's mouth. Would not trust a single word that comes out of that man's mouth. So there's that. Now, Melanie Rice says, I loved the collection. This collection was really good. Corey Emerson says, Chanel picked up about 20 stitchers from Celine. Aha. Yeah, Angie says, whatever he says, he does the opposite probably. Right. So technically what we're seeing here is if he was saying no to the idea, because people were speculating that Heidi Slimane is going to go to Chanel. And maybe to quench the rumors, he said what he said. But the more he says something, the more we've learned to believe the opposite, because that's his track record. That has been his track record so far. So I don't believe a word coming out of that man's mouth. Or should I say, rather, I believe the opposite of what comes out of that man's mouth. So he does speak the truth if we know how to interpret what he says. Complicated, I know, but that's how it is. Stunning collection, says Rhea. Corey says they took the stitches from Celine out of nowhere. Maybe Heidi wants to take them with him to Chanel. Music Girl says beautiful clothes. Love the chandeliers falling at the end. Grace says, what about the original Chanel stitches? Kev says he brought Celine back to the roots of Celine Vipiana. So I think his Chanel would be close to Coco. According to this collection, I would say he would be close to Coco in the flair, but he would be very far from Coco in terms of conservative cuts. Coco did not like to show the knee. So she would always cover the model's knees. The skirts would be always long to cover the knees. What he's doing here, as you've seen, with the micro mini skirts, that is not Coco at all. But the essence is quite Chanel. Now, I've noticed also something in the past few collections. As fashion is kind of dying, I feel like we are receding more and more towards 50s and 60s, 50s fashion. Kind of the post-Second World War era. And the new look just happened, and all the fashion houses are kind of the rebirth of fashion, the boom, La Dolce Vita, which is more in Italy, I know. But we have that 50s vibe when fashion, it was simpler than it is today. Like we have pushed it to the extreme with the embroideries, with the sequins, with Schiaparelli is just disgusting, really. It's just tacky at this point. It's all like Schiaparelli is literally what fashion was in the 90s. But we're not there anymore, you guys. Trust me. Mark my words. We are no longer in the 90s. Fashion now, and in the next 5 years, it's going to be the 50s. And it's going to be very conservative. It's going to be very minimal. It's going to recede. It's going to recede to the roots. It's almost like a tabula rasa. It's going to like shred everything and start from the roots and build up from there again. So all of the brands that are now pushing this whimsy, they already feel super dated. They feel so old. They're not inspiring us. The whimsical stuff, the quirky stuff, the cuckoo crazy stuff, that's stuff that doesn't fly anymore. Italy is still trying to push it with some brands. But then I always, I told you in my last live stream or 2 live streams ago, Italy lives in its own bubble and they're not really evolving with the times either. But if we are to look at the epitome of fashion, we are in a position right now where we are going back to the roots, post-war roots. Like we are receding. It is a recession, not just for our wallets, but also for fashion itself. It's like we're done with the creativity. We're done with pushing forth innovation. People are tired. Let's just give them good old classic stuff. Now, is the quality of the classic designs going to be there? Meaning, are the materials gonna, are the materials going to hold up to the quality of the look of the garments? That is questionable. Outstanding observation, Dacob. Thank you, Francesca. Thank you so much. Now, Kev, help me out here. I always forget the name of that wonderful lady from New York who just passed away a couple of weeks ago. She was Bergdorf Goodman's shopper or shop assistant. She was there since like what, the 50s, 60s, 70s. She was in her 90s and she worked until her dying day. She wrote several books and I really, really like her a lot, but I'm really bad with names. But Kev will know. So yeah, Gloria, she passed away just a couple of weeks ago, and Bergdorf Goodman's like posted an extra Instagram post to say goodbye to her. And she worked until until she kicked the bucket, No, yes, but no. How's it going, sweetie? It's not Iris Upful. No, not Iris. It's a lady who was employed by Bergdorf, and she yeah, Betty. That's her. Thank you, Noah. Yes, Betty, and I forget the surname. Halbreich. Yes, thank you. Thank you. It is Betty. Betty Halbreich. That's her. Betty Halbreich. Now, why am I mentioning Betty? I've watched a ton of videos with her. Lovely lady. She's on YouTube. Well, was, right? And she also started a TikTok account shortly before she passed away. And she passed away in 2024. Yet another thing that this terrible year has taken away from us. It has also taken away Shelley Duvall. Well, let's not even start. Maggie Smith. Well, let's not even go down that rabbit hole. We're not going to talk about death. Okay. But Betty Halbreich. So what was so interesting about her, she worked in the field of high-end fashion at Bergdorf, right? And she was kind of the private salesperson. Like you could, book an appointment with her and she would guide you through the collections and help you pick out stuff. What she was saying in some of those interviews lately was that she was just disappointed with the luxury brands as well. She was very, very honest. She was saying, these pieces, they might look great and they cost a hell a lot more than they used to cost 10 or 20 years ago. But the quality of the material is just not there. She's like, I remember touching cashmere. I remember touching silk in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and even into the 90s. And she's like, today it's not the same. Today you touch the cashmere, they're charging you $4,000 for it, but it's just not the same quality. It's not the cashmere that I used to touch 10, 20, 30 years ago. But the prices are insane. So she was saying, even in her YouTube videos, like it's not worth it anymore. That's the end of luxury. That's the end of fashion. So she was on top of it and she was working at the epicenter of it, going on and going down for years and years and years. So if she was saying it, and she is, in my humble opinion, a voice of authority because she knows what she's talking about, you guys. I mean, having worked for decades in fashion and in high fashion, she knows. And when she says that it's over, it's over. So I'm just saying, it kind of, this begs the question, okay, we are going back to the roots, we're going back to the post-war era of fashion, and we're going to try to build on top of that. Yeah, okay, we can try, but can we keep up with demand and can we keep up with the quality? Because most of these luxury brands have come to the point where they have expanded so much. They have opened up so many boutiques worldwide, and they keep opening up new boutiques, and they keep expanding their range. They keep producing more and more SKUs per collection. And in some cases, looking at Chanel, you keep expanding the amount of collections you're presenting every year to now 10, 11, 12 even a year. Well, you just don't have enough of the highest end quality raw materials left to produce highest end quality if you're overproducing. So I get it that we want to go back to the roots, but it's an illusion. You know, if you're just giving me an aesthetic that mimics the times, the good old times when the quality was amazing in the 50s, you're mimicking that aesthetic, but you're not giving me those raw materials. Well, then that's not fair either, because I need to see the highest end quality raw materials matching the aesthetic of the tabula rasa going back into the 50s and starting all over again. Like, I'm here for it. Like, let's go back to the roots and let's start all over again. Let's erase all the mistakes we've done. Fine, we can do that. But then, in my opinion, we have to reduce the amount produced. We have to reduce the amount of collections per year. The greed of these corporations has gone wacko. Their shareholders demand profits, and it's just a ton of money that they have to keep earning, and it's not sustainable. So we've come to the point right now where the luxury brands have become mass-produced items, and the quality is the quality of mass-produced items, but they've maintained their super high prices because they've built their reputation as luxury brands for the past several decades. So we've come to the point right now where if you actually go to little local artisans in Italy, you know, in Florence or wherever, and you buy some leather item or even clothes made by some local artisan that does it by hand, that's where you're going to get the quality, and it's going to cost you way less than buying something from Gucci, let's say, that's going to fall apart after wearing it half a year. But you're going to spend like 10 times more at Gucci than you are at a little local artisan. Gucci has the logo. The artisan doesn't. Gucci has the recognizability. The little artisan doesn't. But here's another plot twist. A lot of the young folk out there nowadays, they're not that tacky. They're not falling for that, oh, let me show off my wealth. People are changing. We don't care anymore. You know, we've been scammed over and over and over again for so many times. We're at a point now where we don't really care anymore about the branding and the logo. It's like, give me something that lasts. Give me something that is a decent design, that has a decent quality, that has a decent price to go with that quality, and I'm happy. Okay? I'm no longer happy, you know, spending a ton of money on a logo if the quality is not there. You know, it's just, we're tired. I have the feeling we're really tired. Hello, Barbara Rank says, let's go back to the principles. Hold on, let me scroll. Hi, Jocelyn. Let me scroll up. Sorry, you guys. Hello, Barbara Rank says, let's go back to the principles of the 50s, but using the amazing modernity of technology of our times to actually create something that lasts and be sustainable, period. Vanessa Celesti, how's it going? Totally agree with you, Dacob. I totally agree with what Dacob is saying right now. Thank you, Vanessa. Teresa McGuire says, hubby was just saying, things in the 50s were built to last, and things today are like throwaway. They don't last. Terry, I have an update for you. Terry. Teespring is printing your shirt right now, and we'll hopefully get it to you ASAP. So I got some good news. Corey says, exactly, it will look old school, but it will not be Maddie that. Stitchers don't have time to do the work they used to do. Vanessa says the world would be more sustainable and can run a bit longer. Or by vintage, says Francesca. Haynes Anthony says, in the 50s, China did not exist as a market. Pret-a-porter had no standing then. In the 50s, most brands were only doing haute couture. Saturation point, yes, but no. Yeah, very good topic, says Vanessa. Thank you. Grace says, I have shopped artisan since way back. And Jocelyn says, hi, Dacob and Bunker fam. Popping in to say hi. I'm off to work. Have a great live stream. Thank you so much for popping in. Here I go, Jen said brilliantly. But yes, the big designers are far too greedy to give us the quality. Without the quality, there's really no better. They are really no better than fast fashion. They really aren't at this point. Allegedly, right? We gotta say. Simon Roll says, for real, I bought a 2010 Speedy from spring summer. The vaqueta is different, so much better than today's vaqueta, and also the leather is amazing. Yeah, much different. Josiah says, you're so right. There's a lack of aspiration. Everyone wants overnight success. Debbie says, okay, 50s, quality and style, not the conservatism and morality. Well, right. Although depending which country you're in, some countries had a terrible morale back in the 50s and others were a little bit more progressive. Terry says, good, thanks, Dacob. You're most welcome. Oh, hello, Maison Mangold. Bonjour, mommy. Hello, how's it going? Tipa says, I'm shocked right now. I just received a gift from Chanel in the mail. It's from the beauté department and is a 3-compartment zipped cube. Feels like leather. A 3-compartment zipped cube. I haven't seen that one. I don't know if it's leather. Could be. I don't know. Could be leather or pleather. Congratulations, T-Pal. That's amazing. Vanessa says talented designers are burnt out or are not given the chance to really create freely. You know, my hair is like popping on the side here. See, I need to tie this down somehow. Okay. It is so good to be back, says Lady Bradface. Good to have you back. Cancun Lover says, hi, Dacob. Museum stores have replaced the boutiques I used to visit, and stores that sell goods made by students in art schools. Museum stores have replaced the boutiques I used to visit, and stores that sell goods made by students in art schools. Interesting. Deepa says, thank you. I will post a pic in Discord and tag you. Give me a couple of minutes. All right, T-Pal. Oh, Insta? Yeah, but I can't listen to... Oh. Which one of the two? Top or bottom? Oh, okay. I've also noticed a return of brands trying to get creative directors who can interpret the authentic original ideas and DNA of these companies rather than their own personal viewpoints. Yeah, exactly. It's like cancel your own ego, cancel your own creativity, and just like be a historian. Hi, Merch Helen. How's it going? Hair check, Steven. Tipa says thank you. Haynes Anthony, Coco did not do costumes. She did. She did do costumes, actually. She did quite a few costumes for theater. She did costumes for the ball. She also did costumes for the movies. So it is not correct that Coco did not do costumes. Sorry, Haynes, had to fact check that. Lady Bradford says, just in time for Halloween shenanigans. You best believe. You best believe. Super Filthy says, working in-house for one of these bog brands and would not buy the products even with the discount. Quality is just so sad. Mm. 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 Yeah, she did lots, Corey. Yeah. So I got some gossip, you guys. Breaking news. I wish I had the sound for like unconfirmed breaking news. A short coin says, Dacob, I just got the book Deluxe. How Luxury Lost Its Luster. Can't wait to read. Ah, yes. That's a good one. It's a good read. Coco also did costumes for Ballet Russe. Yes, she did. She did. I've got breaking news. Unconfirmed, but Kev, are you here? Kev, you're going to die. Listen to this. Fashion gossip. Yeah, fashion gossip, whatever. We got breaking fashion gossip news. Alleged. Kev, listen to this. Anthony Vaccarello, the creative director of Saint Laurent, is leaving Saint Laurent to go work for Zara.
I mean, of course, we're worried.
Now, I don't know if they're throwing shade at him because his last collection was very Zara. I know! It's shocking, right? I just got the intel sent to me. Yeah. Here, let me take a screenshot. I'll show you just the headline of the reel. from Fashion Invoice. See, it's this account, Fashion Invoice, and then here, allegedly, okay, don't shoot the messenger here. Look at that. This is what they say. Anthony Vaccarello, the creative director of Saint Laurent, is leaving Saint Laurent for Zara. Allegedly. So that's what I just received as breaking gossip news. Exactly. PT is like, so is Heidi Slimane going to Primark? Didn't Stefano Pilati just launch something with Giselle? I know that Stefano Pilati is back, but I don't know. I don't know where. Could you imagine, says Josiah? Well, I mean, nothing would surprise me. Everyone working for Zara. Blonde and Chatty says, oh my God, going down to Zara tomorrow then. Francesca's like, what the heck? Here I go. Jen says, first we all are shocked. Then we all start laughing. LOL. I know, it's a classic fashion bunker moment. Classic. Oh, speaking of classic, there's this one GIF that I always love to use. Let me show you. How do we do this? Do you know this one? The duck being like, classic. That's my favorite GIF. Hi, Polyhesta. This is the one, you guys. Classic fashion bunker. Classic fashion bunker. Hella Barbara Rank says he would probably earn more designing at Zara. I mean, possibly. Rhea says at least one can afford the clothes there. Yeah, there's that. Gloria's like, okay, I love that GIF, right? David says, perhaps there's a whole world out there in the fashion aside of Chanel. Hermès is still high quality. Courrèges and AMI are great too. APC, probably best brand when it comes to quality for your money. My, David, I love that little smidge of sarcasm you're pointing out there. Yeah, David, I'm very well aware that there is something more out there than Chanel and Hermès, and I am very well aware of Courrèges. I have reviewed Courrèges perfumes as well as Courrèges fashion shows. We have spoken about the many books that were written on André Courrèges, and as well as his friend Pierre Cardin. And also, I would like to invite you to watch the documentary on Pierre Cardin, in which yours truly is in. So I don't forget these brands. I mention these brands a lot. So, just saying. And I'm very well aware that they exist. Now, when it comes to Courrèges, I can tell you this much. Courrèges, so André Courrèges sold his brand almost 10 years ago. And these two marketing guys bought it, younger marketing guys, and they were trying to kind of fish out of the Courrèges archives pieces, re-envision them, re-edit them. And when they relaunched the Courrèges brand, they also relaunched their perfumes. From the relaunching of the Courrèges brand, I did get a few sunglasses back in the day, dear David. Colette still existed in Paris. So I went to Colette to buy a special limited edition, re-edition of the Courrèges Inuit sunglasses that were made famous by Salvador Dali, and also famous by Audrey Hepburn, because they both wore them, respectively, 50s and 60s. And I got that re-edition. Then they made another re-edition for the Courrèges boutique. They only had one back then in Paris, had to order it from them. Then they started making the plexiglass visors to go with the jackets that they were reissuing from the 60s. In this case, the early 60s, the pleather jackets and the leather jackets in their signature color silver, as well as pink. then they started reissuing the bowling bags. Those did not sell very well. So then they started revisiting less and less the archives and tried to revamp the brand and push it more to modern status. But people ended up buying mostly their kind of classic vintage looking pieces, and the more modern pieces, they would not buy them as much. So what I'm trying to say here is it's interesting to watch a Courrèges show. Whether or not Courrèges hits the spot in terms of the times we're living in, that's debatable. And in my humble opinion, Courrèges does not really hit the spot at the moment. It doesn't. Even though I love watching their shows, it's a little bit similar like Paco Rabanne, or well, now they dropped the Paco, so now it's only Rabanne. And they've minimized it, almost like bastardizing the brand by dropping the first name and just leaving the one surname. And we just spoke about Paco Rabanne in my last live stream. I don't know if you've watched that one. So we spoke about Paco Rabanne and their claims to them having created the most expensive bag in the world for the Spring-Summer 2025 collection, being made of 18 karat gold. So anyway, we are very well aware of other brands here, and we talk about them as well. Unfortunately, when we do talk about other brands, people don't want to click on the videos, you see. So it's up to the viewer. It's like it's a bouncing back and forth. It's like I offer content. If I were to put Courrèges in the title, if I were to put Paco Rabanne in the title, nobody would click. So you have to offer some form of, interest to the viewer so that the viewer actually clicks. Now, once you've clicked and start watching, we can talk about a lot of different things. We talk about the topics at hand, and then we also drift and talk about all of the other topics, which are maybe not listed in the title, but they are in the live stream, Hella Barbara Rank says the bastardization of fashion would make a great book. So, you heard that the store in Orange County is doing fantastic. Which one? The Rabanne? Is there a Paco Rabanne store there? Yeah, David, people are Chanel, Hermes, Louis Vuitton, Dior centric. Of course they are. There's a reason why these four brands are at the top of the world in terms of luxury, in terms of editorial, in terms of the money spent on, budgeting for their advertisements. They are bombarding the consumers of fashion. They're bombarding the consumers with ads being like, hey, we are the best, love us, watch us, follow us, buy us. So obviously the majority of the people out there know these names. Okay, so if you're going to talk about luxury fashion, you got to drop these names into the mix. Otherwise, people can't relate. Otherwise, people are going to be like, well, okay, so, some upcoming luxury brand, we can talk about it, but then it's going to be the four of us sitting here discussing it. And I think it's more interesting to actually enter. Oh, Shortcoin, thank you so much.
Shortcoin donated $6. Thank you on great info on fashion and the shout out.
Thank you so much, Shortcoin. Let me put you into the house. So I'm saying here, I guess what I'm saying here is that there's a space for everything, and we get to talk about everything, but like, it's also interesting to understand why certain brands have wiggled their way to the top and why certain brands have become so popular and have become so rooted within culture that they are a cultural phenomenon. They're not just like fashion brands that are selling for a ton of money stuff and are popular, but they're also a cultural phenomenon. So whether we like it or not, they are. Now, we're here to dissect the situation because like, okay, is the quality still good? Maybe not. Are the designs still good? Well, how do they influence the other designers and blah, blah, blah. So there's a whole, it trickles down, what I'm trying to say here, to a lot of different effects that these brands have on the luxury field. Oh, short coin. You got a bet. Hold on, where are we gonna put short coin? Oh, I got a good space. I got a good spot for y'all. This is short coin just moved into the spooky bunker with the ghost. Ooh. We're slowly but surely filling up. There you go, guys. Thank you so much, short coin. Thank you, sweetie. All right. Dacob, did you read the new Guardian article that dropped yesterday about Chanel? No. I did not. Yeah, one day you're in, the next day you're out, says Haynes Anthony. Exactly. Claire W. Keller, yeah, at Uniqlo. Anthony Vaccarello at Zara. Seems like the big money is going towards fast fashion. I mean, it always has been, you guys. I don't think fashion is a scam. I think the business, Cancun lover, I think the business of fashion is a scam. You know? Should I read this? Hold on. Yeah, okay. So, oh, hi, Shortcoin says, love listening to your lives when I get a chance. Oh, thank you so much. Vanessa says, I had a chat last year with Vicky Teal, the couture designer for Elizabeth Taylor, when she was just 21 years old. She lives downstairs from my place. She said fashion is over. What do you think, Dacob? Yeah, I've been saying that fashion is dead for a while now. I've been also saying that the end of luxury is here for a while now, but this doesn't mean it's over forever. It's a cycle. There is a rebirth, right? But what's it going to be once it's reborn? This is the interesting question. I'm really looking forward to seeing where it's going to go next, right? Noah says the article is titled Unflappable Chanel in No Hurry to Find New Designer Amid Continuity in Paris. Oh, interesting. Suzu says Zara and H&M trying to upscale as they can't compete with the likes of Shein and Temu. That's a really interesting point. Suzu, and let me tell you something kind of tragic, but let me tell you something. Have you noticed lately that a lot of YouTubers are doing Temu hauls? And I'm talking not just fashion, I'm talking, lately because it's Halloween season and I'm looking at a lot of different Halloween vlogs because I love Halloween items and Halloween decor. You know how many Halloween content creators are making videos like Temu Halloween haul, Temu unboxing of Halloween, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, YouTube has partnered with Temu now. Talk about a sellout. Yeah. So you're going to see a lot more Temu. And I mean a lot more Temu on YouTube because, oh yeah, Debbie, yeah. YouTube has partnered with Temu, you guys. I mean, if that isn't news, what does that mean, YouTube officials? YouTube officially announced it, that they YouTube officially announced it, that they're partnering with Temu. Noah says, Temu has leaked so much user data, no bueno. It's a problem. It's a problem. Heidi might have non-compete, says Kev, so Chanel might not be able to announce anything for a long time. Kev, that's a really good point. If he has a non-compete clause in his contract with LVMH, then Chanel might not be allowed to announce for quite a while that Heidi is going to or at Chanel. Nat says, hello. Hi, Nat. I read an article that this year it's a record spending on Halloween. Of course, it's easier to spend $5 to $15 than $2,000 to $5,000 on fashion. Yeah, Nat, but that's just an example. I mean, I'm watching like Halloween vlogs, and of course, people are, doing stuff for Halloween, and some of them are also doing team one, but it never crossed my mind never crossed my mind to order Halloween decor from Temu. Never. And I didn't. And I won't. You know, I don't know. I love going to shops. That's why I like filming those videos, vlogging, you know, hunting for the special little Halloween treat, finding a store that has something really nice. I like the physicality of it. I like that you actually get to enter a physical place, you get to touch and feel the objects, see them, put them together, combine them in different ways while you're in the shop, you know, almost like curate them and figure out what you want to do for your home. And I love it. I love doing that. I'm not a fan of ordering Halloween stuff online. I don't know. Just saying. Vanessa Celeste, member for 27 months, tier 2, just dropped a super chat. Thank you, says the sad thing is Temu has no heritage and savoir-faire. No, it's very, you know, quick and done. So anyway, let's now, like we said, the Celine show happened before the Chanel show this year, which is the first time it happened because Celine usually shows after Chanel. They've decided to show their collection before the Chanel collection. How telling. And right after their show was shown, Heidi announced his departure. His departure from Celine. From Celine. So now let's jump into the Chanel fashion show because this is the first. We've had the Haute Couture show, which I believe was still designed by Virginie Viard, but whatever. Chanel didn't want to confirm that. Okay. I believe that the Spring-Summer 2025 collection was already in the making while Virginie Viard was at Chanel. They just probably had to finish it off internally. Their internal team had to finish it off, and they probably had to add some more looks, you know, to complete the collection, to create a cohesive feel of the collection, to create some form of cohesive vibe. Now, so the fashion show is from the Chanel YouTube channel, so it falls under fair use. We're going to review it, and I'll just change the music to copyright-free music. Now, also, what I want to say to you is that the Chanel fashion show on YouTube, on the Chanel YouTube channel, has comments turned off. Isn't that interesting? They did not allow any comments. They didn't allow comments during the live stream, and they didn't allow comments under the video once it was posted. The video is 22 minutes long, and the first half of the video is all the celebrities arriving to the show, and we're going to watch that as a separate video. We're just going to watch all the stars arriving and acting all like, yeah, I'm so special, okay? We're going to see if we're going to recognize any of them, and then we're going to review the show. Now, what Chanel wrote underneath their video in the description box on YouTube is the following. And now you tell me, after I read this to you and after we watch the show, well, actually, before I read this to you, let's first check together. Rhea says almost 80 looks in this collection. Well, the Pret-a-Porter is usually around about 80 looks. The Pret-a-Porter collection is between 70 and 80 looks each time. So that's not new. And Haynes says Grand Palais looked so barren. Yeah, the Grand Palais looked like poverty. How can something that has cost hundreds of millions of dollars or euro look so poor? Anyway, let's first watch the arrival of the stars and see if we recognize anybody. Mind you, I don't. Anyway, let's do it. So I think this is Greta Gerwig. Is that Greta, the Barbie filmmaker? Can we like shift me to the side somehow? No. Okay, the show is about to start. So we have all these people now. Mind you, I really, celebrities, I could not give two flying Fs about them. So I don't recognize them and I really don't care who and if they are. But Chanel seems to care. So Chanel is investing in filming them arriving. Interesting, we've seen this also with YSL show. They've been briefed probably that the cameras will be filming them and they're all acting like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in a while, I love you. Okay, let me just go take my seat. I'm so busy, I'm so important. This is that ugly ass cage they put. Who is she? I don't know. I have no clue. At the beginning, I thought it was one of the Olsen sisters, the actress one that's acting in the Marvel, like Wanda. But then when she took her glasses off, I was like, oh, no, that's not an Olsen twin. That's somebody else. Anyway, so everybody's like acting like they're super important because Chanel invited them to the show. It's so embarrassing. But, give them their 5 minutes of feeling special. And so now this cage in the center, Chanel, the brand, has been the patron of the arts, for the Grand Palais, and they have invested a lot of money to keep this going. She's like, here, hold my jacket, you peasant, where that works for me, while I show off this terrible haircut and terrible dress. So anyway, so they've invested a ton of money, and they've announced we're back to the Grand Palais in flair and in style like we did in the past. Now that the Grand Palais has been restorated. And I'm like, okay, great. I was expecting some huge return. No, they built this lame-ass cage bird cage in the center of the place. And I'm like, I'm totally unfocused. Okay. They've built this cage in the center, and it's like so sad. It looks like poverty. I mean, they used to have much better. And then chairs, just regular foldable chairs for people to sit. They didn't even build a special stadium type of scenario like they did in the past. Oh, this is her, the noble one from Monaco. What's her name? She reads books. She's a philosopher. She's a book reader and a philosopher. Yes, you understand. You understand. Yeah, and wearing pajamas, right? Sandra Kali says the birdcage is a metaphor for a house that is without a designer after Virginie Viau's recent departure. The bird has flown, according to The Guardian. Well, the cage is a reference, and we're going to see this more and more in this show as the show begins. The cage is referencing the 1991 Vanessa Paradis ad campaign for Coco Chanel, the perfume. She was in a birdcage in 1991 on a swing, singing and promoting the perfume. So they're referencing the cage. Lupita, how's it going, sweetie? She's a cutie. And she's confused. She's also like, what am I doing here? She's like, wait a minute. Okay. She's full of herself. I don't know who she is, but oh man, when they start acting like they're holier than thou, no. Oh, this is Jenny from Blackpink. Okay, she has a lot of fans, but the attitude is not attituding with me. Absolutely no. No. And Letty says Lupita is now Chanel's global ambassador. Well, they did a good choice with Lupita. I think that's a good choice. Definitely Lupita is better than Kristen Stewart, which I don't see Kristen Stewart here. Did they drop her like a hot potato? Hope they did. She really was annoying me. Noah says, they reopened the Grand Palais with this? My high school had better seating. Yeah, no, I know. It's really, really poverty. I'm telling you, poverty. And so the cage is referencing the 90s. Now we're going to see a lot of the looks are very archival. There's nothing new here. We might say some of the pieces are cutesy. Some of the pieces look good. Yeah, sure, great, fine. But lackluster. So that was the stars arriving. Okay, so we just saw the video. The chairs look paw, right, Kev? Rhea says Jenny wears this 14K headphone chain. Yeah, no, just really cringe. All of these people. Oh my God. Now I was talking to Kev in preparation of this review, and Kev had some interesting things to say. Kev, what did you say? They have a very low denominator to begin with, right, Kev? No, what did you, that was so funny. Kev says, I don't even have words. They aim for the lowest denominator with cash to burn. Yeah, that's what Kev said. And then, I have a couple of ideas of how those lowest denominators look like what is the type of client that they are catering to, the new rich and the cringe, and it's just really sad. And a couple of the people arriving to the show that posted their own Insta reels, I've watched them and I've shared them with Kev, and we both agree. And I'm not going to show them here because obviously, I mean, it's like throwing random shade at random people who just have really no taste whatsoever, but a ton of money to burn. And Chanel just says, here, drop $1 million to be bedazzled with shit, and you're gonna look like a fool. They look like clowns, So anyway, poverty. But so, thank you, Noah. Let's get the thumbs rolling. Let's get to 200 likes at least. So, and now let's also talk about how the show looks like. Before we get to the show, we're going to review the show now. I just want to mention I was really anticipating Marta Margiela's collection because John Galliano announced his departure from Margiela. So I was expecting 2 days ago I was going to watch the Margiela show, and they've scheduled it. It was going to be like a live stream. I keep refreshing my tab on YouTube, and I was like, when is it starting? It was late. And then when it finally started, I was like, this is a 2-hour long ass thing. And I'm like, it's a documentary. They're just showing how they made the last collection. Yeah, it's interesting to see how they made the last collection. The one that we all loved, Underneath the Bridges of Paris. I'm like, okay, so when is this retrospective going to end? And when are we going to see the new collection? Well, the retrospective ended, and the new collection was never shown. Isn't that interesting? Hi, Rachel. How's it going? They never showed the new collection. In other words, Galliano left the building. He was done, honey. Done. They literally just showed a 1.5 to 2 hour long documentary about the making of the last collection. I was expecting a new collection. That didn't happen. They didn't show anything new, and that's it. What a letdown. And there's maybe only 10 comments underneath that video. I was also shocked to see that there's just like literally 10 or 20 comments underneath that video. And nobody in those comments is referencing like, where's the new collection? Everybody in the comment section is saying, oh my God, this was such an amazing documentary. It was so amazing to see how the collection was made. I love how Galliano is not gatekeeping the knowledge. I'm like, girl. All Galliano was doing the whole time in that video was saying like, oh, the dégradé. I did the fabrics, we did the sheer, and then the dégradé, the architectural dégradé, and then we did the painted dégradé, but it's not, the linear line dégradé. It's all about the dégradé. You see the transparency, you see the body, but then you don't see the body because of the dégradé. You understand? It's the dégradé. I'm like, oh my God, can we do a drinking game every time he says dégradé? Take a shot. We got 158 likes, you guys. Let's get to 200 likes. So, I mean, I zoned out after maybe 40 minutes into the video and him saying dégradé 50,000 times. I was like, John, stop it. You're in a loop. You're repeating yourself. And then when they started, yeah, oh my God, David, we need a dégradé cocktail. And then when they started showcasing the influencers that were talking about him, I was like, oh boy. Here we go. He seems to be obsessed with certain young influencers online because I've seen him comment and lick their boots on social media. And I was like, oh, so Galliano is falling for those youngsters. I see. Good to know. But anyway, the dégradé of it all, darling. Oh, the dégradé. Chucky. Okay, Chucky, do you like the dégradé? Do you like your dégradé? What is this? Is this a dégradé? No, we don't have a dégradé for Chucky. Chucky, do you want should we get you a Margiela dégradé dress with a merkin? Yeah, Chucky, they do the little, they apply the hair with hand, darling. It's all hand applied human hair to create the illusion of a vagina on the dégradé of the dress. So in reality, you're not naked underneath the dress, but we've made a fake merkin, so you look naked underneath the dress, and the dégradé hides and shows the sheerness, so we see but we don't see the vagina because it's a dégradé. Now you know. Period. Period. There you go. Chucky is like, he's speechless. He can't even. I know, Chucky. It's the horror of the fashion world. It's not leather. The inside tray came out, and the tag says PU, but it's still a nice Chanel beauty gift box. I shall cherish it forever. Way to go, Teepa. That is fabulous. Corey says, he just needed a word to hang on to. I've made merkins for the love. Bless Corey. That's the best Galliano impression. Thank you, PT. I was waiting for someone to say, like, is the impression okay? Yeah. So Letty's like dégradé in a nutshell. Yeah. Thank you. Cancun said we love you. Can't keep away. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you appreciate the comedic relief. Galliano Halloween costume. Oh, I mean, okay. Can we just talk for a second here? If there's anybody who can be a naturally looking Joker, it's Galliano, because ever since he allegedly got a little nip and tuck, allegedly, his mouth is open to here. Have you noticed? Even without any makeup, his mouth, the slit is open to here. Like, he is, to me, like the real life Joker of the fashion world. But yeah. Noah says, glass skin for Halloween. All the rage. Ozempic for the gods, says Rhea. Maybe I should dress up as an Ozempic shot. Like, what are you for Halloween? I am Ozempic. A gallon of fillers. Lip filler can make your lips expand like that over the years. Oh, I thought it was like because you lift and you pull to the back and then kind of this pulls. I don't know. But anyway, the dégradé. I mean, if you watch the latest Margiela video, which is like almost 2 hours long, you're going to hear him say dégradé a gazillion times, darling. Okay. So anyway, he left Margiela. So the question is he going to Chanel? Except he didn't make a collection this year. So it's like, we don't know. We don't know. He didn't present a collection that looks like it could be something for Chanel. You know, unlike Heidi, who just did a collection for Celine, presenting to Chanel, like, look what I can do. Right? Galliano is like, I can do dégradé. I could take the tweed. I could take the camellia. I could take a few camellias and could put them together and create a dégradé. A dégradé on the chest. We could do dégradé bibs. I envision a dégradé bib that begins a little bit higher to the neck, covers the neckline, and then it goes down the dégradé, covers the nipple, and all the way to the belly button. And then underneath the belly button, we do another dégradé. And the dégradé is not in tweed, it's in chiffon. It's in chiffon. The dégradé of the décolleté, the décolletage, and the dégradé of the belly button. Yes. And then we do dégradé shoe. Slightly wasted, washed out, you understand. Fabulous collection, really. Been studying and analyzing the puppets, the photos from the archives, taking them all out, taking all the photos out, and I've noticed the dégradé. You're going to love this collection because it's sublime. There you go. All right, now let's review that poverty of a Chanel collection. Spring-Summer 2025. Let's jump into it. Fair use. We changed the music. We're using copyright-free music. Défilé, prêt-à-porter, printemps-été 2025. Okay, so we got that sad-ass cage in the Senna, you know, and they think they did something. I'm like, far gone are the days when there was budget for Karl Lagerfeld shows. And I'm like, oh, didn't we see this look before? So the second these first ladies hit the runway, I thought, wait a minute, we've seen this before. It's like a toned down version of something we've seen like in the 20s. You know, a little reference to Virginie Viard when she started designing during the pandemic. And I was like, oh, okay, a little archival moment. They just kind of switched up the slits on the knees. Okay. Yeah. And the plateau shoes. Yeah, we've seen those as well a gazillion times at Chanel. I'm like, oh, interesting. So, okay. So I guess we have a little archival moment. At first I thought, oh, they're starting the show with the two pieces that Virginie designed before she left. I was like, yeah, okay, makes sense, you know. And I thought it's just the two pieces. We're going to see more next. You know, I'm sure there's some evolution. All the people sitting on those poverty foldable chairs with a... Look at the gifts they got. Very tiny gifts this time. Did you notice the bags with the freebies? Look how small the freebie bags are this time around. Oh, they're getting stingy. See the double slit? That's the only innovation. The double slit in the skirts for easier access. And they're so bad. Are these shorts? Is this a skirt? Yeah, it's a skirt. And then we have that little coned revers, which is a reference to Virginie. Here we have a reference from Coco's own archives. The bow and especially the collar, the white collar. Coco Chanel always said you gotta wear white around the neck to boost light, reflect light from the bottom up when you get a little bit older to avoid seeing too many wrinkles. Same with the feathers around the bracelet area. What's it called? Oh my God, I'm missing words right now. But that's a reference to Karl with the little feathers. Now, these short pieces are actually a blend of Chanel archives, Coco with the feathers, but also Karl from the 90s. And the sunglasses that we just saw are actually sunglasses from the fall-winter 2015 collection. I have those sunglasses in black with leather and metal. They literally redid them one-to-one, the same exact model in gray for next season. These plateau shoes are very similar to the plateau shoes they did in the Versailles Cruise collection back in 2013. The vest has been done a few times in different colors. The bag is also nothing new. I mean, I'm like, yeah, okay, because, you know, why are we like so observant of these details now? Because this is the first Pret-a-Porter collection without an artistic director, so we're like kind of looking to see what's new. Here's referencing a 90s piece, full-on leather from the 1992 fall-winter collection, except it didn't have the double slits on the knees, and it was in red leather, red lambskin leather, and who wore it? Claudia Schiffer. Back in the 90s. Then we have the little capelets. These slits and the skirts are not working for me at all. These sunglasses, one-to-one copy from the Haute Couture 2007 collection. Now they're doing Haute Couture sunglasses for a Pret-a-Porter collection. Make that make sense. Then we got another capelet here. Also very Coco. Those capes, you know, something she could have done in the past. Here's a ribbon moment, a cape moment. The A-line cut, I mean, it can look good, but I think it needs to be a little bit longer. Not everything that doesn't cover the knees is not Chanel, okay? Corey says the skirts were a nightmare to work on. Oh, look, the token model is there. And they dressed her terribly. That chiffon or silk is hanging terribly. Okay, the tweeds. Yeah. Yeah, the light pinky colors. Pink always sells well with Chanel, but I don't know who's going to be wearing these overalls. So I'm going to read to you as this is a nice sweater, probably the cashmere thing. An ode to freedom, they say in the description box underneath this video on the Chanel YouTube channel. Bold and confident silhouettes ran through the Spring-Summer 2025 ready-to-wear show at the Grand Palais in Paris. The collection is inspired by pioneering female figures such as Air Women or the legendary author Colette, who, like Gabrielle Chanel, flouted the conventions of their time. I don't see any of those references here. Especially, I don't see any references to the Air Women of the times. In keeping with the spirit of audacity and freedom, aviator jackets with Peter Pan collars, flight suits, and suits with tie shape inserts punctuate the collection. I mean, were they high on something when they were writing this text? On the occasion of the show, the house is making its return to the Grand Palais, a place of culture, and the privileged, there's a word for you, privileged setting of the Chanel shows for 2 decades. The house is also a major patron of this institution. Period. And then, yeah. So now, be honest, you guys, who sees any reference to Amelia Earhart? Any other strong flying woman who's been flying in the 20s with aviator jackets? Now, the sunglasses that I bought in 2015, those are referencing flight goggles, and I bought them from Chanel back in 2015 or 2018. And I bought them back then, and so they're bringing those back to give a nod to the aviators. Like, I get it, but I'm like, even with the sunglasses, you didn't design anything new. You're just copying something old. Who's gonna wear this outfit? What is this? Chanel doing Dolce & Gabbana? Poverty. And then we got a little classic flap, single flap, with the knees show. Yeah, okay, sure. If you wanna a dégradé. Why not? The transparency. Most of these models we've seen modeling during the Virginie Viard tenure. So, you know, oh, look at the bib vibe. Another bib vibe. So I get it, like, they're these overalls, right? Like, these overall pants are referencing aviator flight suits. Give me a freaking break. That's not enough of a reference. I like these floral accords. This floral arrangement with a little harlequin thing going around the neck. Sure, this is a bit too much. They've layered, honey. They have layered. Edit yourself. Edit yourself. Oh, here, token model. But like the prints, this is very much Coco's archives. Denim mixed with... Okay, oh, look. Token model. Love her. But this does not look Chanel. I mean... The outfit. She can look Chanel, not the outfit. And yeah, the denim mixed with very thin sheer, like silk. Oof, not a good combination in my... The denim is heavy and chunky, and then you're putting those thin silk chiffons, like just like floating in the back on top of a heavy denim. Exactly, Kev. It's giving more Victoria's Secret than Chanel. Yeah. The jeans are a low point, says Haynes. There's a reference to L'Esprit de Chanel, Vanessa Paradis by Good, but in a very precious way, says Stella Barbara Rank. You guys. Okay, here we got the evening dresses. Okay, this model really ticks me off, this one. When is Chanel gonna stop working with her? These dresses that are, the skirts that are cut off, like rounded in the front and hanging in the back, they never flow nicely. Chanel should stop doing them. Every brand should stop doing those. Yeah, feathers attached to suits, very Carl. That's from the Carl archives. This is giving me 90s vibes. Very much Madonna and Deeper and Deeper. Not this one, the one before. Fringe, darling. Fringe. That belt is giving me Y2K in the worst way possible. So here they're taking from the 2005 collection from Karl Lagerfeld for Chanel. Beautiful pastel colors of the top. Love the colors, not the shape. Again, that denim with that sheer capelet on top. Wow, this is so bad. Is that little robot that's filming them on the side of the cage? Is that little robot lost? Okay, no, these low-waisted belts are tragic. Tragic. It's like watching a Dolce & Gabbana show from 2005 because they used to do those belts, but like make it Chanel. Oh my god, the belts are terrible. Corey says that sheer stuff was horrid to work on. Polyhesta says that was boring. Oh, this one flows nicely. I gotta hand it to them. They made this one flow nicely with the long sleeves, the earrings. Looks like she's growing mold out of her ears. Love that for her. But at least it flowed nicely, you know. The dress flowed. What can I say? And I almost feel like people who were complaining about Virginie Viard at Chanel, I'm like, well, she's gone. What are you going to say about this? Because they were complaining like, oh, it was uninspired when she was there. It was all boring. Yeah? If you think Virginie was boring, what do you think about this? Because this is like so forgettable. Like, this is not memorable in any way, shape, or form. This is like, okay, bye. You know, this is like, again, the flowy dress, yeah, the flowy dress is cutesy. But, is that it? Oh my god, there she comes. You see that? That one? This one. This is Elvis Presley's granddaughter. Okay, this is the biggest shade they could have possibly thrown at Virginie Viard. So the name of Elvis's granddaughter is Riley Keough, or Q. How do you pronounce her name? She's spelled Keough, Q, Riley Q. This one, okay, this one starts singing a song by Prince, When Doves Cry. And it is so cringe. She's going into the cage, and it's almost like they told her to sing this song to throw shade at Virginie Viard. Because, you know, she's saying like, the love is gone, you've abandoned me, you left me all alone. So what am I left with now? You know, that's what happens to me when white doves cry, and I'm crying, and I'm in my cage alone, and you left me, you abandoned me. And she's gonna sit on this contraption, she's gonna buckle up. Miss Thing is gonna buckle up, and then she's gonna fly up in the air and swing. Okay, and they're gonna cut off. We're not gonna see who's gonna buckle her up. I think they told her how she can buckle herself up so that she doesn't fall off. She's beautiful. She's been already the face of Chanel this past summer. So Chanel has already started working with Riley a couple of months ago. Letty says, hurt much, Chanel? We'll go. Very dégradé. You know, and look, she's tied up on the side. Yeah, lift that thing up to hide it, as if we didn't see already. Girl, bye. So here she is, imitating Vanessa Paradis in 1991 Chanel commercial. She's like, look at me, a boy in a cage. Look at the eleganza. Everybody who's sitting down, nobody sees her. Okay, all the people sitting on those foldable chairs, they're all like, oh, okay, she's swinging in a cage, singing the song by Prince. Oh, Virginie VR entered the chat saying, good luck with this. Right, Virginie? Period. So now all of these poor models are coming out again. Look how boring this collection. Look, they're all coming out with their little pastels and what color let's. And they're gonna walk through the cage. Those poor women. And then whoever was doing the choreography was so proud of themselves because they're gonna film it from the top. They're gonna be like, look how good we did this. Look how the models are walking in an X. Like, look how amazing this is. Look, like this. They're like, look, we did something here. Look what we did. Look what the models are doing. Look at the choreography. Gag. Gag. And the swing going sideways, I guess Riley ate too much for Chanel standards, and her weight it's weighing on the swing on one side a little bit. Riley, you gotta stop inhaling air. You've inhaled too much air for that Chanel swing. You've inhaled too much air, Riley. And she's like, oh, the white doves cry. Am I like my mother? Or am I like my father? I'm alone on the swing when white doves cry. When they cry, my oh my, when the white doves cry. All you bitches on your foldable chairs while I'm on a swing. What you gonna do about it, bitches? I got front row seats to my own concert. Exactly, Haynes says, poor Prince, right? They have not only ruined Chanel, they have ruined Prince. Linda says, oh my God, I cannot take it, Dacob. I'm falling over my sad hearts. There you go. Look at these little chairs. It's the chairs for me. It's the back of the chairs for me. And the models, I mean, poor things. I mean, they're doing what they're doing. They've been paid to model. And she's like, Riley's like, you guys, I'm done with the song. Can somebody let me down? I'm done. I sang my song. You paid me for only one song. Can you please let me down now? I can't fly. I know it's an aviator collection, but I can't fly. Can somebody please? Finally, can somebody put me down? She's like, you guys, I'm still up here. Hello. Could you imagine if they all left and she's like still swinging there 2 days later? They forgot to take her down. Okay, no, they're putting Riley down. Put her down. There you go. And the little robot is still trying to figure out where it's supposed to film. The models are all like, look at us, aren't we bougie? Bibs and all. There you go. This is how amazing Chanel is without Virginie. This is how amazing Chanel is without Carl. This is how Chanel is amazing without Coco. This is Lena Nair's Chanel. This is Chanel with Lena Nair. Okay, we have literally turned Chanel into Unilever. We have turned Chanel into Unilever, okay? Vaseline, baby. Vaseline. Cinnamon Roll says, did we see 80 looks? Because I can't even remember one. They're so boring. Are they wearable? Some are wearable. Are they affordable? None are affordable. All of the older people probably have back pain from the chairs, says Crazy Cat Lady Joe. I'm still trying to find the Aviator in the Aviator-inspired collection, says Here I Go Again. Bow Ring, says Rhea. Oh my God, Rhea, you are ripe for a new word game. Look what Rhea just did there. She mixed the Boeing with boring. Genius. No logo though, says Kev. Well, on the sunglasses, there are logos and there are a ton of logos on the bags. There you go. Yes, but no, says soulless but selling. Yes, it's the sign of the times. It's soulless, but it's selling. It's embarrassing and awkward, says Vanessa. It is, but people will buy it because it's Chanel, and there are people who are still completely brainwashed by it, and they just think, well, it's Chanel, it's new, I'll buy it. Okay, you do you, boo. They will charge you a pretty penny for it, so enjoy. Felt more like a fall-winter collection, says Rhea. Corey says, oh, it will sell because it has a tag. Yeah, Kev says, it's race to the bottom with Gucci. Oh, like they're neck to neck, right? Chanel and Gucci are racing to the bottom. Uninspiring, says Linda. Setsuna Todoroki. Chanel is over. Come through Etsy. No flight suit, says Haynes. Well, look, you guys, this is the text that Chanel itself wrote on their underneath their video in the description box under the video. They said, the collection is inspired by pioneering, and I quote, the collection is inspired by pioneering female figures such as Air Women or the legendary author Colette, who, like Gabrielle Chanel, flouted the conventions of their time. In keeping with the spirit of audacity and freedom, aviator jackets with Peter Pan collars, flight suits, and suits with tie-shape inserts punctuate the collection. You think they maybe leaked accidentally the description of the next collection? Maybe somebody made a mistake. Maybe some intern, maybe some underpaid intern leaked the description of the fall-winter 2025 or 2025-2026 collection. Maybe. Mary Smart says, description by Chat GPT. Good night, Cinnamon Roll. Cinnamon Roll is like, and on this underwhelming note, I go to sleep. Night, everyone. Good night, sweetie. Miss Taffy Pull says she flew. She knew why the caged bird flew. She knew. But they were throwing shade at Virginie, I feel, because like the songs that they were playing, even before Riley came out to sing her little songlet, the other songs that were playing, they were all so shady. The songs they were playing, one was Barry White, I'm Gonna Love You Just a Little More, Baby. Alternate version. And that literally, I was like, oh my God, the desperation. Who chose these songs? It's literally, it means so many different things. The first song, I'm Just Gonna Love You a Little Bit More, Baby, means, hey, like me, the Chanel brand, I am suffering. You know, all of those assholes abandoned me, but you gotta love me a little bit more now. Consumer, you, client, you, consumer. We're gonna up the prices so that you can save us. Love us a little bit more now that we've been abandoned and betrayed by these terrible designers. That's the vibe it's giving me. The second song is Jamie XX and the Avalanches called All You Children. Also, very much, it's like they're talking to the customers, calling the customers and their clients the children. And they're like, come to us, give us your money. And then the third song is Elka, Right Here from 2024. And then Riley Q, whatever her name is, When Doves Cry, Johnny Jewel remix. She sang on the little swinging swing. The Prince cover by Nelson, Prince Rogers. Published by Chanel in 2024. Y'all. Courtesy of Universal Music Publishing, they say. This collection is so bland and invisible to me. I don't even want to, music shade, Michelle. I don't even want to say, oh, it's okay, it's an ugly collection. I mean, of course, there are pieces you can buy. And, you know, some pieces you can buy. There are pieces that are wearable. But Nat says, what about the platform shoes? Here's the issue with the platform shoes. Are they well made? Because honestly, my worry, and I am worried, is that the platform shoes are going to break or peel, that the platform is not going to stay attached to the shoe. You understand? Oh, hi, Nicole. How's it going, sweetie? Robbie says it was just very basic. Like, even for Chanel standards, it was very basic. Not original enough to be ugly, says Haynes. Yeah, kind of, it's bland. It's effing bland, quoting Gordon. Vanessa says, there was a time when I viewed Chanel's show, I could almost smell Coco's apartment. Now I can only smell a market. That's a really good point, Vanessa. That's how I feel as well. Like, we can always find something in these fashion shows that is okay. That you could say, yeah, I get it. It will sell, it works. But where's that zeitgeist? Where's that tapping into the nerve of the times? Where's that special pizzazz moment? Where's that moment that makes us dream a little? Like, that cage looked like poverty. The way they built that cage, I'm like, honey, that thing doesn't even come close to how amazing their set design was when Carl was alive. So you're announcing your big return to the Grand Palais, and this is what you deliver? And those are the chairs you deliver? And the freebie bag? The size of a button? Kev, I agree with you fully. Kev said it. The Unilever lady just wants a production chain that prints cash. That's what it is. I mean, that's what this feels to me. There's like no soul anymore. There's no life. There's, you know? this is like kind of like an echo. This collection was an echo of the past. It's like it's like it's giving me photocopied fourth generation of a photocopy of a photocopy of a photocopy. So it's becoming blander, less to the point, less succinct, more abstract, not in a good way abstract, mind you. It's becoming like a reference of itself, but it can't really reference itself anymore in the same way it could in the past because the quality is lacking. So now it's like it's giving me an echo of Chanel. It's like an echo in a far, far distance. You know, it's like, yeah, we used to be like this. Okay, well then let me go and buy the vintage. Let me buy the vintage. Why should I buy the new thing that's overpriced when it's not as good as the past original version? The past original version cost less and was better quality, better design, better thought out. Now the new version is a copy of the old version, costs more now, but lower quality. So why should I buy it? Like, make it make sense. Why should I buy it? Terry says, not the same since Virginie left. Yeah, it's weird. It's an homage to itself, but in a bad way. It's like, not that they're managing to homage themselves in a good way. They're missing the mark completely. I really want to know what they got in the goodie bags. Probably mascara and a perfume, if you think about it. So, I don't know. Do we have the sketch for the 70K by Lars? I wanted to show that. Hi, Gustavo Fernandez. Even when the collection wasn't good, Virginie delivered class. This collection is only made, yes, that's the one. This collection is only made of clothes. Gustavo Fernandez, good point. They gave them a lash primer, Robbie. Yes, but no, it says stickers. They gave them stickers. Haynes says, did they give them bird seed in the baglets? Corey says, most of the designers were pulled from rejected designs from previous shows. Michelle says, most of the designs were pulled from rejected designs from previous shows. Michelle says, love the vintage Chanel bags and clothes. Noah says, LMAO birdseed. PT says, birdseed, huh? Eye cream, says El Boogie. Let's sum up the live, you guys. Thank you, Gloria. I think they got perfume samples, says Steven. No, but, okay, to be honest with you, this is what I thought. Kev, correct me if I'm wrong. This is what I thought was going to happen. Since they're not announcing yet the artistic creator, director, and this show was made by the internal team. Okay, so, allegedly. So I thought that maybe the Baconator came to them to say, here's what we're going to do. I want you, like for the past 30, 40 years, take the best sellers that we've sold. They have their statistics, they have their internal numbers, like which piece from their Pret-a-Porter collection sold the most. Take those pieces, plus check which pieces were the most editorial, like were showcased the most in Vogue or blah, blah, blah. Mesh them together and make them pastel and light for summer and make them 2024. And that's what they did. Like, I feel like they went into the archives, tried to see what were the best sellers, what were the most editorial pieces, and then they blandified them, toned them down, made them even more conservative, and they've let those run on the runway. I'll be right back, you guys. Hey guys, I'm back again. Sorry, OBS keeps crashing. So refresh, you guys. If somebody's still in the chats and is still seeing all black, just push the refresh button. And if anybody already sees me now, and somebody sees me and somebody else doesn't see me, help each other out and write in the chats to refresh. So here's a wonderful drawing that Lars did to celebrate the 70,000 subscribers in the Fashion Bunker. So we got 70,000 subbies, and Lars sent me a wonderful drawing that he did. It says, "Listen, Linda." This is so cute. Thank you, Lars, so much. And here you go. Listen, Linda. So sweet, right? Cute. Thank you, Lars. So I just wanted to say thank you to Lars and Lars Buchschacher, right? That's the name. So you can go check him out. And also, what I wanted to say, so thank you, Lars, so much. And you know, it's amazing to have a wonderful community. To have a wonderful community and just to be able to talk about all these topics, and grow together bit by bit as we evolve. And Grace Loves Fashion says, marketing is always to the younger crowd. Once someone hits their 40s, it's no longer glamorous to the marketing team. Just look at advertising in general. Corey says, my friend that worked on the Chanel collection said it literally was Frankenstein. I mean, it feels... I love Frankenstein. I mean, if it were a real... If they really went for it and did the monstrosity of a Frankenstein, that could have been actually interesting. But this felt like meh, uninspired, boring, dull, lackluster, energyless, empty, soulless. Just, it was nothing. It was really nothing. A hodgepodge of pieces put together, says Grace. James, thank you so much. James says, do you have a P.O. box we can send you things? Not yet, working on it. Without a clear direction and the eye doesn't know where to look, says Grace. Here I go, Jen says, I'm serious when I say the only thing I remember is the bad denim and the worse belts. Yeah, the belts were really bad. I remember the belts as well. And then... I don't know. Yeah. Corey says, it was a sleeve from this piece, a ruffle from that, nothing new. Yeah, that's how it felt. It's, is it the worst collection I've ever seen from Chanel? No. But the thing is, this wasn't really a collection. This was like a little tiny retrospective of something, but then not fully done, watered down. And they didn't even really have a lot of costume jewelry. I felt like they didn't even design enough costume jewelry. Everything was very... Like the Celine collection had more Chanel costume jewelry than the Chanel show did, which was really weird. Vanessa Celeste just gifted 10 Super Dacob memberships. Thank you so much, Vanessa. Steven was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. The Luxury Bucket List was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. The Renegade Realtor was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. Lidovina E was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. Anna Christina was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. Deborah C was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. Angela Y was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. Lena G was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. Seed or Said was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for gifting the membership. Oh, and Sibylla Delphos was gifted a membership by Vanessa Celeste. And Nan Z gifted 5 Super Dacob memberships. Gustavo Fernandez was gifted a membership by Nan Z. Catherine of Sweden was gifted a membership by Nan Z. M. Teresa was gifted a membership by Nancy. Kara was gifted a membership by Nancy. Hunter Tours was gifted a membership by Nancy. Thank you so much, Nancy, for gifting the 5 Super Dacob memberships. To all the new 15 Tier 1 members, welcome to the membership program in the Fashion Bunker. Don't forget that the upcoming weekend, you will also have access to the live stream pre-show, as well as the main live stream. There you go. Thank you guys so much. Michele Thomas says, I cut Chanel some slack. Hold on, before we do the next round. I cut Chanel some slack since they're between directors. Perhaps better to not go too far by going very safe. And then a new director can make the statement they want. Margaret Qualley was beautiful. Yeah, but Margaret is not a designer. She's just an actress showing her feet in a Quentin Tarantino movie. Crazy Cat Lady Joe was gifted 5 Super Dacob has gifted 5 Super Dacob memberships. Andrea V was gifted a membership by Crazy Cat Lady Joe. Just Joe was gifted a membership by Crazy Cat Lady Joe. Scorpion Doll was gifted a membership by Crazy Cat Lady Joe. AC was gifted a membership by Crazy Cat Lady Joe. And What If was gifted a membership by Crazy Cat Lady Joe. Thank you so much, Crazy Cat Lady Joe, and welcome to all the new 5 Tier 1 members. Now we have a total of 20 new members. Y'all, don't forget to tune into the pre-show this coming weekend, where we get to dish out more than usual before the main show. Gustavo Fernandez says, I'm back again, baby. Thanks. Thank you, sweetie. Welcome back. Welcome to all the new members. Robbie says, to me, it looked like they made a clean sweep of leftover and archive and unfinished pieces and added bows and collars and feathers, gathered up bits and bobs. Here's the thing, you guys. It's not like I get it. You want to like cut them some slack because like they're in between designers. No, I don't cut them some slack because they're in between two designers. Why? Because it's how their last designer left that doesn't make me want to cut them some slack, because they don't want to say what happened. But what I think happened, and this is just alleged, is that Virginie left because they were being douchebags to her. So if she left due to the Baconator being a bitch, then why should I cut them some slack? You wanted the bicycle, Chanel? Now pedal. Now pedal. Here you go. You wanted your bicycle? Go and pedal. Go and pedal. So you don't deserve my sympathy. You don't deserve my pity. No. No. Now, I would totally understand what you're saying, Michele, if, like, heaven forbid, let's say Virginie Viard passed away, which I hope never happens to her. I hope she lives a wonderful, healthy life. But if she passed away and then the brand is like lost because they don't know what to do, then I cut them some slack. Then I say, oh my gosh, this happened so suddenly. Give them some time to find somebody new. They are completely lost right now. Like that's when I cut them some slack. That's when I say, yeah, I get it. They are completely discombobulated right now. They need to go into their archives. They need to do whatever they can, scramble up together a collection or two before they can gather their thoughts, find a new artistic director, and then we can move on. So let's cut them some slack while they're looking for a new designer. This is how I cut them some slack. But the way that they left Virginie Viard, the way that they let her go, the way that all of that went down, so shady, why should I cut them some slack? They wanted this, right? So I'm like, well, there you go. You wanted it, now you got it. Look at the shit you're doing. You know. Gloria says, I'd think corporations like Chanel don't cut anyone some slack. So, no, I don't think they cut anybody any slack. So why should we cut them some slack? That's also a really good point, Gloria. You know. Grace says, I was just thinking, I hope Virginie is not ill. I just had this thought. Grace, I was talking about this when she left on the 5th of June. That was one of the first things that I said in the live stream on the 5th of June. I said, I hope that this is not the reason why she left. I don't think this is the reason why she left because of how Bruno spoke about her leaving when he was couple of live streams ago, somebody sent me some intel saying that he was kind of pushed to answer a question about her leaving. He allegedly answered, we had our something to the effect of our priorities were no longer aligned. You don't say something so shady like that if your artistic director is sick. You show them a little bit more grace and a little bit more sympathy. So I do believe that this departure was due to other reasons, not to health reasons. You know. Yes, but no, says, think of the money they're saving on a big name designer because they're not using a big name designer yet, right? Yeah, they're saving money probably. Now it says, Carl's quote, Chanel is an institution and you have to treat an institution like a hoe, like a hoe. Kev says, I want to see the Bruno versus Heidi showdown. I think he'd run all over the human rug though. Okay, Kev, so do you think that the human rug is going to get the position in the end? Or are we really just waiting for the announcement that Heidi is going to get the job? Corey says the number of atelier sewers that had been there for 60 years and just left. No 2 weeks, no nothing. Just left says so much about what happened. Yeah, interesting. But they want to keep all that secret. They don't want anybody to say anything. They want to cover up everything. They want total silence. You know what I mean? Kev says, if Bruno wants to exert dominance, he'd not hire Heidi. Yeah, I think the human rug would be more down his alley because I think the human rug is more passive and more of a ass sucker, you know? I think the human rug is definitely that fake sociopath vibe, allegedly. And I think that you can't mess with Heidi. I don't think you can mess with Heidi because Heidi is headstrong, right, PT? Heidi is headstrong, and I think Heidi, because Heidi also, you know, and oh, by the way, this is the intel that I got from my my Celine intel. Cannot say who sent me this, but one of my Celine insiders wrote, official email is out. The corporate email is out. Heidi has left Celine. The timing is interesting as well. I'm reading the text. Celine, for the first time in years, debuted the fashion show video during Paris Fashion Week the day before Chanel. Chanel and Chanel and LVMH told their team not to talk to press. Both LVMH and Chanel both told their teams not to talk to the press. Chanel announcing the new creative director soon or possibly after the show. The Chanel show is done. 24 hours later, Heidi Slimane departs Celine. Also, the intel continues. I think Heidi has a good chance at Chanel. He works like Carl. He just does everything by himself. And this could probably be a good thing for the Vatheimers, who can then leave the brand to its creative director to be in control of everything. Now, the question is, would the Baconator allow this? Because I think she wants control. Would she allow somebody who has that energy and that vibe like Karl Lagerfeld did to take over Chanel? Because it is true that Heidi does everything. Heidi Slimane does the designs, he does the sketches. He likes to take over full control of the brand. He takes the photography. I've been told he charges a pretty penny extra for the photography. It's not like he has one salary and it's like he's the artistic director, which also takes photos. No. You pay him for designing the clothes, then you pay him extra for taking the photos. He charges you everything extra. Okay. He gets royalties for all the images, yeah. So, you know, does the Baconator want to pay for that? Because, I mean, they've been cutting it down and down and down and down and down, more and more and more. Does she want to pay extra? Does she want to pay for royalties? Does she want to pay all of that? Does she want somebody to have more control than she does? I don't think she wants that. I don't think she wants that. Let's film a video. Because I got news. Wait, hold on just a second, you guys. And then iOS 18 is terrible. It's driving me nuts. Nuts. Oh my God. Sorry guys, hold on a second. Okay. Okay. Let's get to 300 likes. Thank you, Kev. Thumb up the live stream, everybody. Thumb up the live stream. Okay, let's go. Hi, everybody. Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fragrant Bunker. I have some breaking Chanel news about their perfumes. It's not good. So let's get to it. First, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Gain access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob, all spelled together there as well for extra perks. This video is being filmed live in front of a live virtual audience. I live stream several times a week, so come join the fun. Come join the chats. Hello to my co-chatters. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So everybody in the chat is going crazy. Crazy Cat Lady Joy's like, no. Kevin's like, oh no, another price increase. Thumb up the live stream and thumb up the video if you're watching it later, obviously. Goldcast Studios says, oh, how exciting. Yeah, well, we got some news on Chanel. So, you know how Chanel perfumes are going through a lot of changes and shifts at the moment. And to be clear, let's do a little tiny kind of recap of what has happened in the past years. So it all started right before the pandemic, actually. They started discontinuing stuff way before that. But right before the pandemic, they started a massive discontinuation of their perfumed soaps. Chanel number 19 soap was discontinued. Chanel Coco soap was discontinued. As of today, we still have Chanel number 5 soap and Chanel Coco Mademoiselle soap still available. And then as a limited edition, there is a Chanel Blue soap, bigger format in a box. And then they made a limited edition cube soaps for Chanel Chance Eau Fraiche, the flanker. And that's about it. They're discontinuing everything else. Then they've announced earlier on in this year that they're discontinuing the Les Exclusives Extraits, the 15 milliliter perfumes. Then later on, we've been told they're discontinuing them for the time being because they are switching production of bottles, apparently. They want different packaging for them, and they might be bringing them back in time for the holiday season or early 2025, but there has been no confirmation on that yet. They have discontinued all of the shower gels from the Les Eaux range because of the twist caps that apparently people don't know how to use and keep breaking them off. So apparently now they want to bring the stupid caps back. But those new caps and the new re-edition of the Les Eaux shower gels is slowly trickling into beauty boutiques. It's mostly still not available. Now, then we have also received the announcement that they will be discontinuing the Chanel Allure Sensuelle eau de toilette, and they're going to keep the eau de parfum. They've already years ago discontinued the extrait. They have also discontinued the extrait of Chanel Chance, the original Chance. So that one is also no longer available. Then we have received an announcement that they are discontinuing Chanel Allure extrait. The other concentrations are still in production, allegedly. They have discontinued certain concentrations in certain countries. So you can no longer get Cristal Eau de Parfum in the United States. You can still get it in Europe. You can get Chanel Cristal Eau de Toilette and Eau Verte Eau de Parfum in the United States, but you can't get the Eau de Parfum. Then they have discontinued Pour Monsieur Eau de Toilette. You can no longer get Pour Monsieur Eau de Toilette. In America, you can only get the Eau de Parfum. In Europe, you can still get both. Then they've discontinued Allure Hair Mist in the United States of America. The Allure Hair Mist is still available in Europe, but also waning down. Then they've discontinued the Coco Mademoiselle Parfum 7.5 ml refillable spray in America. Still was available in Europe. However, now we have come to the latest news. Just yesterday, I have received official confirmation from my Chanel sales associate that 2 more perfumes are getting the official chopper. This confirmation is for the United States, but I believe it's going to expand and extend also to Europe. I'm kind of shocked that they've decided to do this, but then again, who's at the head of Chanel? Lena Nair, the Unilever goddess, okay? So we're turning Chanel into a soap and Vaseline manufacturer with no quality, really. Allegedly, of course. So here's the thing. So the first product that they're discontinuing, and this one has been on the chopper for a while now, but now it's official. My sales associate at Chanel has received news yesterday. This one, Coco Noir Parfum, so this is the extrait, is being discontinued, okay? So if you find one and you still love it, get it, because it's going to be gone sooner than you know it. I repeat, only the extrait, not the eau de parfum. The eau de parfum of Coco Noir is still in production, but the parfum, or also called extrait, is being discontinued. Of course, we're worried. And then, now, but this one has been on the chopping block for a while now, so I'm kind of not surprised. It's not like Coco Noir was one of their best sellers, but really, really sad. I just hope that the perfumes that they keep in rotation, that they're like good quality still, that they don't water down the quality even more, that they don't keep watering down the quality, because you know how these things go. The tendency is usually very telling, but you never know. T-Pal says, yes, you called it last year. Haynes says, Chanel is going the way of Halston. Yeah. Gloria says, oh, wow, I'm holding my breath. Rhea says, time to discontinue Lena. Grace says, oh my God, got to get my Mademoiselle before it's too late. Rhea says, feels like cut costs to water down. Yeah, no, it's terrible. And here's the saddest news. I'm shocked to hear this. They have also announced to the beauty boutiques that they will be discontinuing another extrait. And I never saw this one coming because this one is a bestseller. This perfume is a bestseller. Matter of fact, this perfume sometimes outsells even Chanel No. 5. There are certain periods of the year and certain years in which this perfume actually outsells No. 5 even, which is shocking. But it's that popular. And for them to discontinue the extrait of this perfume, I am shocked. So the perfume that they're discontinuing this year in the parfum or /extrait concentration is this. Coco Mademoiselle Parfum or Extrait. Now, I repeat, they are not discontinuing the eau de toilette. They are not discontinuing the eau de parfum. They are not discontinuing the eau de parfum intense, eau privé. Those are some production, but the parfum is getting the chopper. So that's the news that I just got from my Chanel sales associate, and it is really, 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 really sad news. So we're losing Coco Mademoiselle Parfum, and we are losing Coco Noir Parfum, according to my Chanel sales associate. So obviously, like I said, everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. You've been warned. Now, this is for the United States in particular. Okay, the confirmation arrived for the US. I don't know if this confirmation is going to be valid in other countries as well. Ask your sales associates in your local Chanel beauty boutiques of your local country and see what they have to say. Chanel. What can I tell you? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thumb up this video and subscribe. And until next time, let's hope for better perfume times. Never give up on love. Bye. I smell bacon, says Robbie. Gustavo says, why? What is going on, says Crazy Cat Lady Joe. Nat says, when I was buying perfume beige, it was the last one in the store. Yeah, because they discontinued those as well. They might be bringing back the Les Exclusives parfums later on, but we don't know. Letty says, so Chanel is continuing prestige and quality for profit. Sad. Well, there you go. Gloria says, I think Grace fainted. We lost Grace. So anyway, you guys, Grace is back. Mademoiselle Extrait was the perfume that got me into appreciating Chanel perfumes. I don't know what country you're in, but in the States, as of now, my sales associate said that's the news that she got. They're going to discontinue it. Only in the US. Yeah, we don't know for other countries. There you go. Thank you so much, you guys. This has been our show. I hope you had fun today. I want to say thank you to the mods for keeping us safe. Hit it, Bubbles. Nothing is working today. The mods in the fashion bunker. That's my horror, all 3H glory of Kev, Nicole, and Terry. Bubbles loves you. These are tough times. The fashion world is not going through a really nice patch, and we're here to live through it, to report about it. It's the Middle Ages of fashion, baby. And yeah, it's a little bit more dark and goth and spooky, but we'll handle it like we do everything else. So don't be discouraged, and don't think, like I started at the beginning of the show, like I stated in the beginning of the show. Yeah, we all work hard and we come home and we want just to have a little bit of entertainment to get our minds off of things, and then you turn me on. See what I did there? Yeah, you turn me on and then I'm just like blabbering on about the negativity of the fashion business, and you're like, oh, Dacob, just shut up. Well, maybe turn that into entertainment. Turn that into clever entertainment. If you know, you know, and we're living for the clever entertainment. Hit it, Bubbles. Living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living ferret, living But then they ghost us and we boogo. The ghosts are boogoing around. And Chucky, thank you so much for being with me in the studio today. Are we dying? Because you're a killer, baby. Are we dying, Ferret? You want to do dying, Ferret? Hit it, Bubbles.
Dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret, dying ferret.
Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda.
You're such a groupie. Chucky.
I am obsessed. I am obsessed. I am obsessed. Oh.
Hit it, Baby Yoda.
Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, 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 ciao. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Ciao.
And go play with Chucky. There you go. That was our show, you guys. I hope you had fun today. Cha, what a mess. The fashion world might be a total disaster. That doesn't mean we have to be one as well. Just because they're falling apart doesn't mean that we have to FOMO around and run ourselves to the bank and back and go into debt to keep kind of trying to make those fashion brands survive on our coin. Let them eat cake while we sip our tea. Have a wonderful rest of your week, you guys. See you all on the weekend, hopefully. And until then, and never forget to never give up on love. Thank you for your time and thank you for your love. Bye. Mwah.